Each and every one of you in here is the CEO of your life. You are the Chief Effectiveness Officer. How well you delegate, how well you plan, how well you organize, how well you have a relationship with time, how well you know your priorities is all up to who? Is all up to you, right? We tell ourselves, oh, I can get it all done. Okay? This happens, right? And here's the thing, you're working hard. Let's say, you're really putting the time, you've got 12 items on there. Let's say you get through half, so then half of 12 is? 6. Okay. Okay. I'm just teasing. He had it. Okay. So you've got 6. Now you've got done 6. Now here's the big question though. What does the human mind focus on? At the end of the day, when you're looking at this list, what's done or what's not done? What's what? It doesn't focus on what was done? No, it doesn't. The human mind will focus on what's not done. Therefore, you'll leave at the end of the day still feeling overwhelmed, stressed out, burned out. Another thing that I find that people we need to stop doing is we need to stop overcommitting ourselves. And I'm as guilty as all these on anyone, okay? So when I talk about these, it's not like I'm off the hook. I'm on guilty of this than anybody else. Okay, stop overcommitting. Hey, Eric, can you be a part of this board? Hey, Eric, can you come to this meeting and speak? Hey, can you come over here? Oh, and by the way, can you do this? Oh, yes, yeah. And the next thing you know is you've got like a full plate where you can't even get done what you want to get done, right? So that's something as well, as I think that sometimes we overextend ourselves. And just a little background now on that, over 2/3 of the population has a hard time saying no. Now this is very important, and you want to jot this down. A successful day starts the day before. A stressful day starts in the morning when you wake up and you ask yourself, what am I going to do today? Or as you driving to work and you start to get all these, in your head, you start to, oh man, I got to do this, this, and this. And then you get to work and you got all these emails, you got people waiting at your doorstep. Then that's where the stress comes in. Okay, so a successful day starts the what? The day before. Now, when you create your list, we're going to call it a what? A priority list. Okay? And in the book, I talk about I call it a Papp's priority list. All right? Not to be confused with Papp's Blue Ribbon. Okay? Which will leave you a nasty hangover in the morning. All right? But Papp's priority list, and that is this. You pick anywhere from 4 to 6 items that you want to accomplish the next day. Okay? And you write those out. Now, when you write them out, it's not like a to-do list. I want you to write it out, O and A. What's the outcome that you want, and what's the first action that you're going to take? So for every priority that you have, you're going to write 2 things. What's the outcome that you want to accomplish, and what's the what? What's the action? Now, this is very important. The core concept of how you handle interruptions, bless you, is all about core communication. It goes back to what I said earlier. If you look at and if you value your time, you will communicate that to other people. I want to give you something what I like to call my 3:15 rule. 3:15. And most people, when they interrupt you, they'll say something like this. They'll interrupt you and they'll say, oh, do you have a minute? Yeah. Oh, do you have a second? No. Okay. A minute to me is 60 seconds. A minute, when they say, do you have a minute, is not 60 seconds. How long is it? Who the heck knows? Okay? And especially if they can't articulate and communicate their point across, they're going to spend 20 minutes. And you're like, that could have just been said in 2 minutes. Okay? So, one of my little pet peeves, all right? So getting right to the point, right to the core of the communication. Okay? So the idea is you ask them, when they come and they say, hey, do you have a minute? Do you have 60 seconds? Whatever. And now, if you have a limited amount of time, you're really getting something done. You're getting something done on your priority list. I've got 3 minutes now or 15 minutes later. Which do you prefer? The less frequent you check your email, the more productive day you'll have.
I agree.
One of the things that Linda said that's very important is that, the whole idea about being productive and knowing your priorities, really, I want to give you guys a peace of mind. That's really what it is. Like, at the end of the day, you know what your priorities are, you've worked hard, you have a feeling of pride and accomplishment, and you can feel great about your work, and you can feel great about yourself, and you can feel great about your performance. And that's really it. It's like a Zen-like feeling when you're productive and you know your priorities. It's just like an inner calmness that you have.